So first and foremost, I want to start and just say thank you for, I know you were your second year in at Vigo as we worked through this COVID experience. So your leadership, the support that you've given to your students, your fellow teachers, the community is exceptional. And we are excited to celebrate you and say thank you. And you had well over 1,000 people all across the United States vote for you for this incredible award and recognition. So congratulations and thank you very much. Share a little bit about your why and why you do what you do and how that your why helped you get through this last year of, I think it was like 500% enrollment growth. Am I remembering that correctly that you had? Which is, wow, like just crazy incredible. So tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was in the traditional classroom for 7 years, and I felt like I needed a change, and I went ahead and took the leap and joined Vigo Virtual Success Academy, and that was exciting. So my why is the kids that need something different. We have a little bit of a special situation in Vigo County. We have an alternative school, and then we also have our virtual program. So Booker T. Washington High School, the alternative program, has been around for years and years and years. Those kids, they do not fit the traditional mold. And so they are with us for a variety of reasons, and they use courseware. A variety of them are in credit recovery. They're using courseware because the traditional classroom does not fit them. And the same thing with our virtual kids. The first year that we had the virtual program, we had kids that came to us for a variety of reasons. We had medical, and we had kids who were homebound medical even before COVID was even on the radar. We had kids who could not go to a traditional high school because of medical reasons, high anxiety, lots of different reasons. So to me, I am not the traditional. I don't fit the traditional mold either. I think outside the box, and I love this. I want to facilitate that for others.
That's great. I think when I hear you talk about that, something that we talk quite a bit about at Edmentum all the time, every day, is equity. And we have so many students, learners, families, communities in our country that need and should receive the opportunity to get a world-class education. And at your school, you're doing that because you're reaching kids in a way that they can respond to for a whole variety of different reasons why a student may elect to be in a virtual academy. Being able to differentiate instruction, provide those whole child supports, and then in a learning environment where they feel successful and safe is pretty incredible. What was it like with your enrollment increase? Probably had a big diversity of students that came to you this last academic year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Like I said, and like you mentioned, 500%. I mean, I knew it was a lot. But when I sat down and did the numbers, I thought, oh my goodness, this is crazy. And so I think that's very, very important to us is having people on the ground that work with your Ed Options teachers. So our success coaches have been the number one key to the success. Last year, during the school year, we only had a few success coaches. I was one part-time. I taught at Booker T. Washington half day, and then I was a part-time success coach. This year, we had to up the game, and so we had to bring on more success coaches. And these were people who, they built those relationships, and that is what is the most important part, is building the relationships. And so I feel like last year we did it. We were brand new. It was a brand new program. We did those things. I was calling families and talking with them and talking to students. And but this year it was different because I felt that we had people who we knew were not going anywhere. They were not leaving their homes. And this relationship that we were able to provide, not just to the kids, but to the parents or the grandparents or guardians, was so important. Everyone in the world was feeling that pressure of being lonely or not having someone to talk to. And so we really put that extra layer of support on for our kids and their families.
Oh, that's fantastic. So we're really inspired by you. We're inspired by your story and how you see the possibility in all kids, because we fundamentally at the core of everything we do, believe that. We believe you can build school around students. If you take that innovative approach that you talked about, everybody's talking about what's school going to look like in the future. For somebody who, you're an innovator, you're at the forefront right now of what we believe is world-class, flexible student-first teaching. And so as you think about the future of education and you're talking to your colleagues and hearing from your families, what do you think is going to happen?
We're seeing that a lot of families chose virtual learning because of COVID. But then whenever our county's numbers kept going down, they chose to stay with us. Yeah. And we worked really well with the traditional high schools and middle schools. We had a good relationship with them, and we had kids that would come in and out. But kind of the saying that we have been saying, our directors at the corporation level have said, you can't put toothpaste back in the tube. Right. And that's kind of been the saying that we've had the rest of this whole school year, is that it's not going away. People have gotten the taste of it, and I think that it works for so many families. Mm-hmm. And it also works for a lot of our kids because in the state of Indiana, kids have to have a career pathway. And so they are able, you said with the flexibility, maybe they could do their core subjects, virtually, but then they could go to their traditional high school and do their career pathway classes. Or we've had a lot of kids who we also do a work-based credit. And, we have kids who are working. Some of them are supporting their families. Yep. And they're able to work out a schedule, which is another thing our success coaches just did a great job with, helping them build a schedule. Okay, well, you're working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That means that Thursday and Friday, we need to make you a schedule. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday need to be your school days, and you need to work. And so I think there's so many different life lessons that have been built into this, time management and accountability, and doing the accountability, doing what you say you're going to do, integrity, all of those things that are so important. And those are skills that are going to be important to employers. I don't care what, job you're doing. Those are all things that employers look for.
Yeah. I think, as I think about the work that you're doing, there's two things that strike me, and I think very much support you winning this inaugural award. And again, thank you. And we're super excited to have you part of this program. But there's two things. I think about innovation. You're thinking differently. You're meeting kids where they are. And then as an extension of that, you're building an infrastructure in your community that is truly enabling students, regardless of how they have to go to school, to be able to give back to the community, and from a local economy perspective, be a part of, improving the outcomes.
Let them understand that there's a dollar connected to their diploma. When you get a diploma, you're going to make more money. You're going to get those things that you want. And so I just think all of that's really important in a community like ours.
Absolutely. Thank you for your partnership to Edmentum as well. It means a great deal to us, and appreciate you taking the time.